So looking back at the process, it looks fairly complex, but in reality, the more you do, the better you'll be, as with any technique. Preparation, getting the patient in the right position, internally rotating that leg, getting the foot to leg alignment in a decent position just means that you don't have to be as handy as maybe you would with other techniques for getting a POP cast. Reference positions on the foot, everything. The more information you can give the manufacturing group, the better. So bisection marker as a minimum, first, second, third, fourth met heads ideally, the navicular as a reference point on that medial border. Any areas where you want to offload, like somebody with a 4 foot offload, second met head, mark it. The more you put on there, the better device you'll get back. Cure time of the materials is important, and on average I would say maybe sort of 5 to 7 minutes a cast is going to be set enough for you to remove. It's important that we get that skin tension out of the equation, marginally gap the cast and then gently pull away. Now the interesting part, to remove the cast itself, we need to make sure that it's relatively well cured and set. So a little test would be just a little flick, just to make sure that we've got a fairly dense sound coming through. So we know that we've got some structural integrity on the cast to be able to physically remove this. Because of the process that we've acquired here, and because we create a lot of sort of tension around with the plaster of Paris, the first thing to do is just to start relieving the POP around the foot. So with the top edge, where we've reinforced, we're just gently parting that away from the foot. And with our index finger and thumb, we're going to pull skin tension away from the cast itself. So everything's relatively nice and loose. You can even ask the patient to just marginally just dorsiflex the foot and ankle, but not massively. And then what we'll do is once we start seeing the gapping around the POP, is we literally grab into the space and we slowly pull and twist as the cast starts to pull away. At this point here, we've still got a lot of contact with the forefoot area. So we've got a number of choices at this stage. We can look to part a little bit further through the forefoot and slip, or we can literally grab the cast, pull and push forward through the digits. The important thing is that we're not actually creating massive gapping, structural shifting around the cast. We're literally pulling in a downward direction through the cast away from the foot. Once we meet the first point of resistance, is to look again through the forefoot and gently gap and pull away. If we remove the POP too early and it's too soft, you'll start to get a lot of stress through the POP and it'll start to break down in certain areas.